Hello students, this is another video for making the IUPAC nomenclature of any coordination compound. And in previous video, I have told you the several rules for making the IUPAC nomenclature of coordination compound, where I told you that during the naming of the IUPAC, we must have to follow some rules. That one is the first one is what? For ionic compounds, we write the name of the cation first and then the anion, and for the neutral ligands, we write their name in one word. And for third rule is your what? Sir, we write the name of the ligand first and then the metal ion. And fourth rule is what? Fourth rule was your what? We follow the alphabetical order for the naming of the IUPAC. We write the alphabetical order when more than one kind of the ligands are present with the central metal ion in coordination sphere. And fifth rule was your we write the oxidation number of the central metal ion in numeral word. Roman numeral word. So the sixth rule is, today we are going to discuss, or we will discuss the naming of the ligand. So first of all, one thing which you must have to remember, that what? Sir, during the name or during the writing of the name of the ligand, we must remember, or we must apply these rules. These rules when we write the IUPAC name of any coordination compound. That rules are, first rule is what? First rule, there is the three kind of the ligands present. That one is the anionic ligand, cationic ligand, and neutral ligand, which may or may not coordinate with their central metal ion. If they coordinate with the central metal ion, then they will form what? The coordination compound. A coordination compound. So if we see any anionic ligand which present in the coordination compound, then during the IUPAC naming of those complexes, we add O. We add O as a form of suffix. At the end of the name of the ligand. Sir, how? Sir, in anionic ligand, we add O. We add O at the end of the name of ligand. Like chloride. If there is a chloride, then we write chlorido. If there is bromide, then we write bromido. If there is cyanide, then we use cyanide. If there is carbonate, then we use what? Carbonato. If there is sulfate, then we use sulfato. So whatever the anionic ligand is present with the coordination compound or central metal ion, we add O at the end of their name. So this thing you must have to remember for the naming of the coordination compound. What for the coordination cationic ligand, sir? What for the cationic ligand? In cationic ligands, we add IUM at the end of the name of the ligand. So there are not very much coordination compound in their number. Several examples I will give you. When I will teach about the name of the coordination compound. Ligand. So what is this neutral ligand, sir? In naming of neutral ligand, there is no specific ending with them. There is no specific ending with them. So let us take some examples for anionic ligand, cationic ligand, and neutral ligand. Okay, students. So let us take some examples. So students, there are some name of the anionic ligands. You can see here chloride. Chloride is written as chlorido. Same as for bromido. Same as for other anionic ligands, that one is the iodido. And cyano. Or there are in some books you can see the cyanido. So carbonato, isocyanide, isocyano, thiocyanide, or thiocyanide, isothiocyanide, nitrato, nitrato, azido, nitrido, amino, imino, hydroxo, oxalato. And if you see EDTA4 minus, then this will what? Ethylene diamine tetraacetato ion. DMG is dimethyl glyoxymato. And if we go for another example, that was the GLY minus glycinato. And here you can make it what? Sulfato. And here this one is the oxo. And this is for peroxo. So students, you can understand by these examples how, sir, if we see any anionic ligand, then we add O in the ending of their name. That one is the O. You can see in all examples. So if we take any cationic examples, cationic ligand, so there are some cationic ligands also. Let us take some another example of cationic examples of cationic ligand. That one is the NO+. NO+ is nitrosonium ion, and IUM, NH2, NH3+, hydrogenium, NH4+, ammonium, and NO2+. NO2+ is nitronium. So students, you can see here every ligand, every cationic ligand has a specific ending. That one is the IUM. Their name ends with what? IUM. So what for the neutral ligand? If we write the neutral ligand in the IUPAC name of any coordination compound, then we write their name as such. Like what? Like H2O word used for aqua. For aqua word used for H2O. NH3 amine. EN is ethylene diamine. The formula is what? NH2 CH2 and H2. I have already told you in the bidentate ligand. So what is the next example? PH3P, triphenylphosphine. Triphenylphosphine. O2, dioxygen. CO, carbonyl. NO, nitrosyl. And PY, pyridine. The formula is N. Formula is, it is example of heterocyclic organic compound. ठीक है? So by Py, if you see Py, if we see the ligand is attached with the ligand, pentametal ion is attached with the specific ligand, that means the Py, then you will understand that this one is the pyridium. This one is pyridium, and the formula is this. And what is the next Py and NO, N2 is dinitrogen. These are the examples of the neutral ligands which do not have any specific ending with their name, So there are 6 rules which I have told you that for the making of the IUPAC nomenclature of any coordination compound. What is the next rule? So for the next rule we will discuss in next video. For today, your homework is learn all these ligands with their specific ending and their name. That's it. And next topic or next rule we will discuss in next video. For today, this is enough. Thank you.